contracts. I urge you, if you want to find out, if you want to explore the difference, you can go to peanutindia.com/guide, where we have a complete breakdown of what is the difference between these three. Prenuptial agreements are all three in India: legal, valid, and enforceable, as long as they meet certain requirements. They are governed by state laws and central laws. There is also a very interesting case, Kaur versus Singh, 1991, from Punjab High Court, which discusses that, and I read here, the judgment states that there is illegal and there is void and illegal, and there is void and legal. In the former, the legislature expressly prohibits or penalizes making such a contract that is void and illegal. In the latter, it may merely refuse to give effect to it, meaning that a contract that is void and legal can still be taken into evidence. This has happened both in Delhi and in Bombay in the past couple of years. Please look up on Google, you can just search for prenuptial agreement Mumbai Family Court or prenuptial agreement Delhi Family Court, and you will see the latest pronouncements from judges. One judge in Delhi went as far as to say that prenuptial agreement should be made compulsory in India. He was dealing with a particularly messy divorce. I think it lasted the best part of a decade, if not longer. And we all of us agree with him. I don't think any sort of contract should be compulsory, but surely there should be a broader access to prenuptial agreements in India. Why? For a few reasons. They record the intention of the parties at the time of marriage, and it provides solid evidence in the future in case of disputes, because it's a snapshot of what you wanted when you got married. People have their own intentions, naturally relationships progress. You are not the same person you were 10 years ago. And your relationship won't be the same it was 10 years ago either. But you have a snapshot. It becomes a constitution of your marriage. We'll come back to that later as well. And I'll share with you a couple of high court cases which pretty much close the deal over here. But number one, Jamnadas from 1974 in Himachal High Court. This was a case where a prenuptial agreement under the Hindu Marriage Act was enforced in matters of alimony and maintenance. Please look this up. It's a crucial case. It's sort of the holy grail of prenuptial agreement arguments. The deciding judge was the Chief Justice of Himachal High Court, Mr. Raghunandan Pathak, who later went on to become the Chief Justice of India. One of the most prolific writers. He was, I think, Chief Justice for over 2 years. He wrote over 200 judgments. He was a real walking brain, that gentleman. He was also crucial in resolving the Bhopal gas tragedy. Very clearly took into account the prenuptial agreement between husband and wife, and then there are clauses about alimony and maintenance, and enforced those. Generally, when we talk about prenups, people tend to focus on the alimony and maintenance part, but I also make it clear prenups govern a lot more than just money. They can talk about children, they can talk about your dependents, inheritances, business. They can also talk about your pets. For which I share, this is the most bizarre case I've come across. Within the past 1 year, maybe a couple of months, there was this news reported of a divorce in Bhopal. Husband and wife, बीवी की बिल्ली और husband का कुत्ता. So the wife's cat would hiss at the dog, and the dog would bark at the cat, and there was no peace in the house, and they both got divorced within 6 months of getting married. I'm not saying that prenup could surely have prevented this, but perhaps discussion and understanding of the differences between dogs and cats would have been a good place to start.
Ekam Nyaay Foundation has been doing some incredible work, and we got elected to the Ekam Nyaay Foundation some 2 years back. Such has been commendable work. We've seen him follow up on Instagram, Twitter, and the kind of relations and measures that she's been spreading and campaigns that she's been running is just incredible. And we as academics